Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we dive into a heated controversy ignited by a viral social media post falsely alleging that 60% of crimes in Japan are committed by Chinese nationals. This misinformation has sparked outrage and distrust between China and Japan, especially following a tragic stabbing incident. Experts are calling for collaboration between the two governments to reduce hostility and promote understanding amidst rising nationalism. In lighter news, the Hong Kong Ballet is bringing a fresh twist to the classic holiday performance, the Nutcracker, by incorporating elements of early 20th century Hong Kong culture. Artistic director Septime Webre aims to connect audiences with the city's rich history while ensuring accessibility through affordable tickets and outreach programs. This initiative has led to increased performances and nominations for the Spirit of Hong Kong awards. Lastly, we explore the personal journey of a Malaysian woman reflecting on her childhood experiences as a Chinese female. Despite societal pressures, she and her sisters pursued higher education abroad, navigating the complexities of their identity. This heartfelt narrative highlights the ongoing challenges faced by women and minorities while embracing their unique experiences. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports on a viral social media post that falsely claimed Chinese nationals were responsible for 60% of crimes in Japan, igniting outrage following the tragic stabbing of a Japanese boy in China. This post, backed by erroneous statistics, was widely shared, reflecting deepening mistrust and nationalist sentiments between China and Japan. However, official Japanese police statistics revealed that Chinese nationals accounted for only 1.123% of all prosecutions in Japan, a stark contrast to the claims made. Experts noted that the rise of social media has exacerbated extreme accusations, leading to a lack of empathy and reinforcing negative perceptions between the two nations. In the wake of the incident, Japanese families living in China expressed fear for their safety, prompting discussions about increased security and repatriation, while Japan Airlines canceled a commemorative event with China, highlighting the deteriorating diplomatic ties. In a celebration of local culture, the Hong Kong Ballet has reimagined the Nutcracker to reflect the city's unique identity, as reported by the South China Morning Post. Artistic director Septime Webre emphasized the fusion of Western and local influences, incorporating historical landmarks and cultural traditions into the performance. This innovative approach aims not only to entertain but also to forge a deeper connection between Hong Kong's rich history and its modern audience. The ballet company is committed to making ballet accessible to all, with initiatives targeting underserved communities, including relaxed performances for families with autistic children. Their outreach efforts extend to engaging elderly residents and low-income families, showcasing their dedication to inclusivity and community engagement, which has contributed to their nomination for the Spirit of Hong Kong awards. The South China Morning Post also sheds light on the challenges faced by Chinese women in Malaysia through the personal narrative of a woman reflecting on her upbringing. Her mother's poignant advice about having two strikes against them, being female and Chinese, shaped her understanding of the societal barriers they would face. Growing up in a predominantly Islamic country, she experienced cultural expectations that emphasized modesty and restraint, particularly for women. Despite these challenges, she and her siblings pursued higher education abroad, navigating their identities in a world that often still imposes racial and gender barriers. The author acknowledges the ongoing relevance of her mother's wisdom, as discussions about gender equality persist, particularly in corporate leadership. Ultimately, she embraces her multifaceted identity, recognizing the strength gained from her experiences while remaining aware of the challenges that continue to affect women today. South China Morning Post reports on the growing popularity of claw machines in Hong Kong, as residents like Ka Ge Chan find solace in these games amidst the stress of daily life. Chan, a video director, spends roughly 1,000 Hong Kong dollars weekly mastering techniques to win plush toys, amassing a collection of over 300 in just 18 months. The recent surge in claw machines can be attributed to the closure of traditional entertainment venues and the availability of vacant retail spaces due to the pandemic. Entrepreneurs have seized this opportunity, transforming these spaces into arcades. However, as the market saturates, operators face competition and are compelled to enhance their offerings, leading to a mix of excitement and potential addiction among players. South China Morning Post also highlights the challenges faced by Hong Kong's tennis players, as Michael Cheng-Mingit, president of the Hong Kong, China Tennis Association, emphasizes the need for improved fitness and increased competition. He advocates for players to participate in 80 to 100 matches annually, alongside overseas training, to elevate their skills. Local players Yudish Chong and Cody Wong have only played 40 and 51 matches this year, respectively, showcasing the gap in experience. Chung stresses the importance of hosting more international events to provide local athletes with competitive opportunities and inspire greater participation in the sport. He draws parallels with successful tournaments in China, noting that smaller events can pave the way for larger spectacles, ultimately benefiting the local tennis landscape. South China Morning Post delves into the cultural nuances of Chinese naming conventions in Singapore and Malaysia, contrasting them with those in mainland China. The article recounts a personal experience where the author, with the name Wee Kek Kun, faced questions about the romanization of their name, which reflects the diverse dialects of the Chinese diaspora in Southeast Asia. Unlike the standard pinyin system used in China, names in Singapore and Malaysia are often romanized based on local dialects, leading to various spellings for the same surname. The evolution of naming practices is highlighted, as younger generations begin to adopt hybridized names that blend traditional and modern elements. This trend suggests a potential decline in the uniqueness of names like the author's, as cultural identities continue to shift in a globalized world. South China Morning Post, Ting Ma, a 54-year-old Chinese influencer, has transformed her relationship with aging and beauty, advocating for self-acceptance and pride in one's natural appearance. Growing up, she faced bullying for being tall and thin, which led to a lifelong struggle with self-image. However, in her late 40s, she experienced a revelation, deciding to embrace her body and age, declaring, "I want to love it unconditionally." Now a popular content creator with over 215,000 followers on Instagram, Ma shares her journey of aging unapologetically, challenging societal beauty standards. Her vibrant fashion choices and commitment to fitness reflect her philosophy that aging should be celebrated, not hidden, inspiring both younger and older women to reconsider their perceptions of beauty. South China Morning Post. In the world of sports, the race for promotion to the English Premier League is heating up, with clubs vying for a lucrative spot that could change their fortunes. The championship clash between Sunderland and Leeds United showcased the high stakes involved, as both teams aimed for a direct promotion. Meanwhile, controversies in sports persist, such as Paul Pogba's reduced doping ban, allowing him to return to play sooner than expected. In cricket, the Women's T20 World Cup saw India suffer a significant defeat against New Zealand, highlighting the unpredictability of the tournament. As teams battle for glory, the financial implications of promotion and the impact of doping scandals continue to shape the landscape of competitive sports. Australian Broadcasting Corporation, innovators Tanya Stacey and Kim Cooper are shaking up the beverage market with their non-alcoholic canned tea drink, East Forged, designed to appeal to health-conscious Gen Z consumers. Unlike traditional sweetened teas, this cold-brewed concoction boasts a beer-like appearance and texture, thanks to nitrogen infusion. With a growing trend among younger generations to reduce alcohol consumption, this tea offers a refreshing alternative that fits seamlessly into social occasions, such as enjoying fried chicken with friends. As attitudes towards drinking evolve, Stacy and Cooper's creation exemplifies a shift in preferences, catering to a market eager for diverse, non-alcoholic options that do not compromise on taste or experience. The Independent reports on J.D. Vance's recent debate against Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, which has sparked considerable online discussion, particularly due to a moment that went viral where Vance appeared to mimic Jim Halpert from The Office. In an interview following the debate, Vance expressed his uncertainty about his performance during the event, noting that adrenaline made it hard to gauge how things were going. He shared a touching moment with his wife, Usha, who conveyed her approval through her expressions. Vance discussed his strategy of focusing on Vice President Kamala Harris's record while also observing Walz's struggles during the debate, particularly when questioned about his past statements regarding the Tiananmen Square protests. South China Morning Post highlights Adam Devine's heartfelt acknowledgement of his wife, Chloe Bridges, as the primary caregiver for their son, Beau. Devine, busy filming his latest project, expressed both pride and dad guilt for not being as present as he would like. He reflected on how becoming a father has changed his relationship with Bridges, who now sees him in a new light. Chloe, an accomplished actress in her own right, met Devine while filming The Final Girls, and their love story blossomed from there, culminating in a beach wedding in Cabo San Lucas. Despite their busy careers, they cherish their roles as parents and support each other through the challenges of parenthood. Colin Hanks, son of the iconic Tom Hanks, is carving out his own niche in Hollywood, as detailed by South China Morning Post. Unlike his father's rise to fame, Colin's early life was marked by financial struggles, as he lived with his mother following his parents' divorce. Nevertheless, he pursued acting passionately, dropping out of university to follow in his father's footsteps. With an impressive career spanning over 2 decades, Colin has starred in numerous films and TV shows, including the upcoming historical drama Nuremberg alongside Rami Malek and Russell Crowe. Embracing fatherhood himself, Colin shares 2 daughters with his wife, Samantha Bryant, and enjoys the joys of family life, often relishing the role of a doting father while navigating the pressures of being Tom Hanks' son. South China Morning Post reports on the intriguing political landscape surrounding rising pop star Chappell Roan, who recently garnered attention for her win at the MTV Video Music Awards. Despite her success, Roan has faced backlash after voicing her discontent with both major political parties in the U.S. Although she announced her intent to vote for Kamala Harris, she clarified that she would not endorse her. Growing up as a queer woman in conservative Missouri, Roan has struggled with her identity and familial pressures, particularly from her ultra-conservative uncle, Darren Chappell, who is currently running for office in Missouri. His political views starkly contrast with Roan's, as he focuses on issues like abortion restrictions and gun control. Australian Broadcasting Corporation highlights the plight of stray cats in China, where volunteers like Gao Fengying dedicate their lives to caring for these animals. With an estimated 53 million stray cats in the country, Gao has spent years and significant personal finances to provide for over 100 adopted cats in her small apartment. The increase in stray populations is attributed to pet owners failing to spay or neuter their cats, leading to abandonment when circumstances change. Despite facing financial hardships and criticism from neighbors, volunteers continue their efforts, although the lack of animal protection laws in China hampers their work. Activists are calling for stronger legislation to protect animals and improve their welfare. In a heartwarming update, South China Morning Post shares the joyful news of Colton Underwood and his husband Jordan C. Brown welcoming their first child via surrogate. The couple, who tied the knot in May 2023, expressed their excitement on social media, receiving enthusiastic support from fellow celebrities. Jordan, a political strategist with an impressive background in campaigns for Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, has been an advocate for various social issues. Colton and Jordan's love story began at a party and blossomed during a trip to Provincetown, Massachusetts, showcasing a beautiful journey of love and family amidst Colton's past high-profile relationships. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Dim, voices loud, headlines flashing wild. We're in a frame and now, stories told, it's time to plow. Eyes glued, truth pursued, understanding woven through. Heartbeats race breaking through, knowledge spreads the new view. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Shadows lift, facts unfold, moments chasing, stories told. Heroes, villains, tales of old. In this hour, truth is gold. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, living clear we convey. Every story, every play, and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear inside our way.